Okay, I'm gonna show some upgrades that I'm doing for the Savotta pack. Um, I went online and I was looking at pouches for it. I accidentally got a different brand. I was looking into it more because actually I avoided getting the actual Savotta pack pouches just because they were really long side pouches. And my old pack, what I'm used to, is this old civilian pack. It has like little pouches right there, like so. I was just trying to say my system, keep my system similar to what I used to have. So I just have like one pouch with all my light stuff in there or something. So I didn't want like a huge pouch here with multiple items. I'd rather have 4 pouches. But as I got this, I'm thinking, I think I could fit. See, I bought 2 of them. And then I'm thinking I can try to stay with the, one of the big selling points for this pack is it had a thin profile on your back, which meant that you had a lot of you know, I won't say flexibility, but was it like it wasn't bulky when going through tight quarters, right? You had a lot of room for your arms to swing back and forth too, a lot of range of movement, and that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm thinking if I just put the 2 pouches in the front here, that'll keep that range of movement the same. It looks like they'll fit. It's kind of hard to stick with one hand. But, so this pouch is going to have 2 pouches here. I also bought one of these little ones. Maybe I can fit that up here on top of those. I'll try to see. Maybe not. I don't think that'd be a big deal on the side. Now, I did get concerned when I looked at it, and it's like slight, like very low. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's like, is it a different shades? I started thinking like, well, I hope I didn't mess up the whole thing, because I did buy from Vera's Stuleka again, which is that Finnish Army surplus store. Now, uh, apparently this brand is Sarma, and it looks like they make Finnish military spec, mil spec equipment as well, and it apparently will go on here. Now, one thing I found interesting was the system of webbing they had for attaching. It's not, I guess it's not Molly. When I looked up, it looks like it was PALS webbing. So that doesn't have like buttons or anything. So what happens is you got this hard, like really hard, like thick cardstock, doubled or quadrupled up, probably like a cardboard in there, and it goes like that, and then that's the way it holds. Probably have to weed that through. I'll get that on later on, but that's my upgrade. I'm trying to upgrade this. It does have the same kind of internal coating, like a waterproof coating, which is like, it feels like plasticky rubber like that. It doesn't feel sticky or anything. It looked like it would be, but it doesn't. There's a clip in the front, which is also green. I read the other colors would technically be black if you've got any other color. Okay, but if you get a green model, it has green buckles. Now, since it is a company that's making Finnish mil spec equipment, it's up to military specifications of for IR compliance and all that. So I didn't screw up anything here. It looks like it's going to be all IR compliant. So something I think that people need to think about, like people who are into prepping or getting military surplus, stuff like that, because in a bad situation, if you just have one more advantage, I mean, that would be nice, right? So like, any various situations that people do things like, I would think this should be something like preppers would think about, right? Because if you don't want to be seen easily, if you don't have to be, right, from like infrared, a lot of night visions, not thermal infrared, but like a lot of the night visions throw out like IR light uh, that we can't see, and it bounces off, and then that's why you see those like black and white screens sometimes on on the news from like the jets or something, or from a drone, and you have the people looks like they're glowing. So if you don't have the right materials in your materials, I guess in the fabrics, it's gonna shine back from that light, and you'll basically glow. Okay, so these are designed not to do that, and you can stay a little more hidden. So I think that some people overlook a lot, as like, if you think about people who are like preppers or like getting, you know, military stuff and being ready for stuff, just for like, you know, like even natural disasters, stuff like that, or it could be anything you're ready for. But if you just have one more advantage, that'll be better. I mean, you don't even know if like say, you know, like a bug out bag, you know, people are always talking about bug out bags. Well, whatever you're bugging out for, it'd probably be good if you could stay hidden just a little bit more, right? You don't want to advertise you're there. You don't know criminal elements are using it, or even if it's some kind of hostile foreign government, even whatever, right? Or any government. If you're using a bug out bag, you want to get out, and it'll probably be better to think about stuff like that. People don't think about that. So this little pouch, like I like them. I could fit 2, I think, right here. I'll show another video later. It has a drawstring top portion to kind of keep it a little more waterproof, so you can cinch that down and then put the flap on and clip it up. Okay, and then this pouch, so this is the medium size, and this pouch right here, it's a zipper pouch. It had a velcroing on the front. So I don't know if I said it wrong. This is the medium, and this is like, I think this is extra small. It's a Sarma also brand. So it still is mil spec for Finnish Finnish military. Extra small looks like it says, right? Yeah. And let me get that open. So same kind of situation in the back. I believe it's called PALS webbing. So that should be opposed to Molly, I think. Is that what they still call it in the American military? So I don't know if all the European countries or just the Finnish government is using this one called PALS webbing. It's an interesting system with the webbing. This pouch has that same kind of coating in the inside. And I'm looking forward to this one. I think it was a good size, you know. Even for the side, or I could put it up here. So these are kind of just like universal pouches that you can put on anything. So I think it actually is designed to work with these Sarma pouches are designed to probably work with the Savotta packs. I mean, it's all Finnish gear, Finnish military type gear. So I guess let me know if you know otherwise in the comments. But yeah, those are going to be my upgrades. I'm definitely going to just use one of these pouches for my light kit, where I usually keep all my batteries and backup lights and stuff like that. And the other ones, like I said, I'm transferring things from my old civilian backpack that I had since I was like a kid when I was in the Scouts, and trying to make something just a little bit more better. And like I said, I think one thing that was really important is trying to stay with the IR compliancy. I know I broke some rules right here on the side pouch, but at least I'm bearing that in mind. I'm pretty sure these are not IR compliant. I actually tested this out. I'll show you guys later what I did. I want to save that because I haven't saved those ideas about testing it, because I haven't seen that in any videos. I'll show you how I did that. This is that water bottle carrier I mentioned too before. I really like it. It's really great because you can put like those civilian canteens in there. And I have a video showing that. I mean, it fit great, and I really like these. I didn't see anything like this on Verosteleka. But if there's a way to make these things IR compliant, I would like to. I have a few ideas, some really good ideas I haven't seen on YouTube. I think they're going to work because I tested some other things that already had this stuff. And it's not painting. It's not chalk paint. I saw a video from a guy saying that. I have something that I'll show you guys later. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. So far, I'm liking the pack. I did a hike of about what was my hike? I think it was like 5.5 miles, and didn't really feel it on my back at all. I switched with somebody else who had a civilian pack, and they told me that this felt a lot better. I was wearing that civilian pack when I switched with them. So for a little while, I didn't feel a difference, but then again, they're probably fatigued from wearing that one. And this padding in the back, I mean, there's nothing. I haven't seen anything on par with that in the civilian market as far as, like, look how thick that is. That's like inch and a half maybe. And then this right here is probably like I don't know. It's thick. And then I know this channel is created right here on, this is the back end of the pack. Like, I had no problem with sweating. I had no problem with pressure points, nothing. I think it created really good. Well, I wasn't out in extreme heat. It was like a 70-degree day or something like that, or 80-degree. But I did not feel any sweat or heat. I think there was this channel that's created with the padding, and I didn't feel any pressure points. So I did about 5.5 miles of a hike. Yeah. So definitely, I think that's something people should think about when they have bug out bags. They should be thinking about the IR compliancy. If you focus on that, so far the only way I found to, to make sure that you stay compliant with that, if you're really gonna be prepping for like a good bug out bag, is I'm buying from that Savotta, which is I'm buying finished military gear. If anybody actually knows, actually I would like to see a comment if somebody knows where I can get true mil spec stuff, maybe even American military, that's IR compliant. I would like to know, because I don't think, I mean, I know a lot of stuff says mil spec for American gear that they're selling here, but if it's used, it's probably washed out already. And like if there's coatings or something, and if it's not, I think sometimes they're talking about like just the rugged material. I don't think they're talking about IR compliancy, but I could be wrong. But the whole reason I haven't gotten to this, because I saw this pack on an email from Savotta, because I had bought surplus from them before, and I just thought that looked cool, and I wanted a good pack. That's where I really started focusing on the IR compliancy. And aside from thinking about that, when people talk about bug out bags and prepping, I think actually hiking with them to get practice with these things is something that people need to try to get used to too, as far if they're really trying to take it serious. All right.